So I'm on a bit of a walkabout today. I was going to drive up northwest to Bowness, but unfortunately my engine light is on and I have a growling bearing type noise from the engine, so it sounds like maybe an alternator or something like that as far as bearing noise. But I'm going to, since I can't drive anywhere, I'm going to walk down to the other side of Elbow Drive where I was last week. So to show you some video and footage from down there, that how far they've come in since Tuesday afternoon, when Elbow Drive was just basically a rubbish dump all along the road. So I'll give you some more footage down there. So I'm on the Elbow Pathway now, right next to the Elbow River. Down there you can just see some lines hanging across the river. That's where the suspension bridge used to be. And you can see how far the water level's gone down in a week, since it just stopped raining, which was on the Saturday. And that Saturday morning after the Friday, it was so a week ago today, the water level did start to recede, but you can just see the destruction just snapped large trees in half. Lots of trees swept downstream, of course. You can see, there's a sinkhole there. You can see the mud in the sand, in the grass, and basically it came up to right about here, and that was where the river came up to. So that's a good, probably a good 6 feet above the path level, and then you've got the height of that, the river itself. So yeah, you can see that it came up quite a bit. This pathway is going to need a lot of repairs. Just all the mud on it still. But the main thing is just getting people back into their houses right now and making sure that their houses are livable. We go uphill a bit here. There's a lot more debris. Along there, and then you get to here where it's actually uphill a bit more, and looks like up top it didn't get affected. Looks like it got up to the second step as far as water flow, so that's not. And I thought it'd get a little lower than that, but it didn't. And you can actually see the storm drains now. Even on Monday, these you couldn't see. So you couldn't. This was all full of water. And even on just Monday and even Tuesday as well. Now they're below or above water level, which is a very good sign. I think it'd be a good idea to empty some water out of the dam now, just in case we got a whole bunch more rain in the mountains and it came down our way. Then at least in the Glenmore Reservoir we'd have some room available to hold some water back. So just coming up to the suspension bridge now, which is just along Elbow Drive. As you can see up here, the pathway is still covered in. Here it's a little worse. It's a couple inches of water or mud here. This is the base of the suspension bridge. That was what we used to walk on, and that's where it used to be, spanning across. And on the other side, that's where I walked the other day, and over there is where my other video is. and you can still hear pumps going on the other side of the river and on this side. So yeah, there's lots of activity still. Volunteers are just doing an amazing job. Medical, city workers. We've got search and rescue, Calgary Search and Rescue involved, which is also all volunteer. And they're doing a fantastic job helping out the police as well. So these are the cables that held the suspension bridge in place. It's a good 2.5 or 3 inch cable. It's very heavy. I can't even move that. And as you can see, it just snapped all this hardware, and it just snapped the cable. I've got a photo of the actual. Looks like someone's trimmed it down and taped it up on the end. So the crews have obviously been working on it, or at least looking at it. I did see just now some people on the other side looking at it. Looked like search and rescue people working with the city, of course. And there's the bridge from the bank. So it just snapped and just sent down the bank. So I'm going to keep walking down here, and I'll show you the area where it's washed out along here. The other day when I came down here, I went left onto I think it was Sifton Boulevard. So instead of that way, I'm going to go right and show you some video and get some photos of the other suspension bridge that is kind of still there. It's damaged to the point where you can't even use it, obviously, but at least that one kind of stayed together. That's more metal. Here's a big part of the path that's washed out. Like I said, this pathway is going to need a lot of repairs, but they'll get it done once everyone's back in their houses and livable, and things are starting to settle down a bit now. But a lot of people have lost a lot of stuff that live along this river, and people still washing mud out of their grass and lawns and off their decks so they can actually store stuff outside when they get something that is is savable. A lot of stuff isn't. This is all pumped water out of their basement that he's washing that with, and yeah, you just drain it back into the river where it came from. So it looks like the bank just sank a good 3 feet, and over there it just gave away completely. But amazing what it did. So I'm here at my friend Dave's place. Hi, Dave. Now this is his next door neighbor's house, and they actually just finished renovating this one. Yep. So how long ago did they just finish? Like a month?
People started moving in last week.
Oh.
They finished it. It was finished at middle of June.
Oh man.
Total renovation.
So total renovation, just done now, just finished.
Ready for another.
Yeah. So this is Dave's yard. Now, it was about. Well, you can see where the water level is, where it came up to, and he had a patio over there, and the patio bricks ended up all in this corner here, and luckily, I guess you can say luckily compared to some others along the river, but just the basement got affected here, so. Still a lot of, yes, to some, compared to others. Well, High River for sure.
Yeah.
Boy.
East of here, 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And next door.
And next door, yeah, where they lost the main floor and the basement. So I just finished visiting with my friend Dave at his place. It got damaged. He showed me the basement. This is just down at the end of, right on the junction of Elbow and Sifton, and all these cars are for parked here by volunteers. This nice large house here would have got hit quite hard from the river, and they got a lot of stuff out front. They got a big bin for garbage disposal. These houses over here they back right onto the river, and yeah, I can only imagine what their houses are like. All you can see down here is stuff being brought out of the basements, big skips, fridges, things like that, bumper trucks. I'm just going to see if I can get across here, and I'll see what other footage I can get. So I'm here a little further up Sifton Boulevard from Elbow Drive, and you can see that the damage to the fence and the bridge in the background. You can see actually here where the path of the water, and all the mud that's still in the grass. And even on the other side of the road, there's debris against the fence where the water was going. So, yeah, amazing amount. I'll just get some more footage down here.